Greetings to all who are tuning in to hear our public briefing and hearing for Superintendent and Board Recommendation 3. As you all know, we are going through phase 2 of redistricting, and this is a part of the process before we get to the actual opportunities for our community to weigh in. To conduct this presentation, we have our Chief Operating Officer, Bill Heiser, who will take us through this presentation, and I will pass it over to you.
President Silkworth, Vice President Dent, members of the board, and Dr. Bedell, thank you. I'm Bill Heiser, Chief Operating Officer of ACPS, and I'm joined by my colleague,
Kyle Roof, Executive Director of Facilities.
This is a briefing on Phase 2 redistricting, which will summarize the most recent recommendations, SR3 and BR3, that the Board of Education moved forward for public hearings, along with SR1, SR2, and BR1 and BR2. During this presentation, we'll be using several acronyms, so I'll take a moment for you to review them at this time. This agenda outlines the key topics we will cover, starting with an overview and comparison of the recommendations. We'll then detail the notable areas of changes among the Superintendent's Recommendation 3, SR3, and Board Recommendation 3, BR3. Finally, we will outline the next steps in the Phase 2 redistricting process. I'll begin with an overview and a comparison of the recommendations, most notably SR3 and BR3. On October 15, 2025, the Board of Education approved 2 more recommendations and created SR3 and BR3 to advance to public briefing and hearing. This slide and screen show the key metrics of the 3 superintendent recommendations noted as SR1, SR2, and SR3, compared to the SY school year 24-25 boundaries and enrollments. Relative to school year 24-25, SR1 increases the overall distance traveled and increased by approximately 1% and impacts approximately 2% of the Phase 2 students. SR2 and SR3 are less impactful. In SR2 and SR3, the overall distance traveled and the number of rezoned students is lower than SR1. This screen shows key metrics of the 3 board recommendations noted as BR1, BR2, and BR3, compared to the current boundaries. Relative to the current boundaries, BR1 increases overall distance traveled, which increases by approximately 1% and impacts approximately 1.5% of the Phase 2 students. BR2 and BR3 are less impactful. In BR2 and BR3, the overall distance traveled and the number of rezoned students is lower than BR1. In SR3, only 1 feeder pattern change is introduced, and it is a split articulation. A portion of the high school students living in the Nantucket Elementary School zone are rezoned to Arundel Middle School and Arundel High School. In BR3, no feeder pattern changes or split articulations are introduced. And looking at the 6 recommendations, redistricting recommendations, SR1, SR2, SR3, BR1, BR2, and BR3, the estimated utilizations have similar distribution. There are 8 schools that would be under 70% utilization, 22 to 23 schools within the 70 to 90% utilization, 21 to 22 schools within the 90 to 100% range, 1 to 2 schools at the 100 to 110% range, and 0 schools over the 110% for SR1 and SR2, and 1 school over 110% for BR1 and BR2, as well as BR3. If no boundary changes are implemented, 7 schools will remain over 100% of the state rated capacity, and 1 will be over 110% of the state rated capacity. SR3 includes the legacy provision whereby students that will be entering 12th grade in school year 26-27 will have the option to remain at the high school to which they are currently assigned. Students electing to remain at their current high school will be required to enter a legacy transfer portal. Transportation will not be provided for legacy students opting to remain at their current school. All other students will be required to attend their newly assigned schools. BR3 includes a legacy provision whereby students that will be entering the 11th and 12th grade in school year 26-27 will have the option to remain at the high school to which they are currently assigned. Students electing to remain at their current high school will be required to enter a legacy student transfer portal. Transportation will not be provided for legacy students opting to remain at their current school, and student parking is not guaranteed for juniors. All other students will be required to attend their newly assigned schools. Current magnet school assignments will be honored. Students currently enrolled in a magnet program at a secondary school will continue to be enrolled at their currently assigned school. Magnet school transportation will continue to be provided. For example, under all 4 recommendations, magnet students whose home school is currently Annapolis High School and who's currently enrolled in Annapolis High School IB program will remain enrolled at Annapolis High School regardless of boundary assignments. But under SR2 and BR2, magnet students enrolled in the Annapolis High School Apex Arts program will remain enrolled in the Apex program but will be relocated to Severn Run High School regardless of boundary assignment changes. Magnet transportation will be provided. SR2 and BR2 does not impact any other magnet programs. For SR3 and BR3, students currently enrolled in a magnet program at a secondary school will continue to be enrolled in their assigned school. Both keep the Apex Art Magnets program at Annapolis High School. Now Mr. Roof will review the notable areas of boundary changes contained in SR3.
As a reminder, the hatched area on the screen area indicates redistricted from current boundaries. In addition, it should be noted that the utilization percentage located in the SR3 column are representative of school year 24-25 students and are not reflective of development growth numbers or unofficial enrollment numbers shared at the October 15th meeting. In Area A, significant adjustments are observed within the Arundel, Crofton, and Meade clusters. Due to ongoing residential development in that region of the county, a review of the boundaries for Two Rivers Elementary School and Piney Orchard was deemed necessary. Additionally, in response to increased residential growth near the Odenton Town Center, boundary modifications were implemented among Odenton, Manorview, and Seven Oaks Elementary School. SR3 maintains the current boundary between Crofton Meadows and Crofton Elementary School. In Area B, SR3 reassigns elementary school students from Davidsonville Elementary to Central Elementary, and it includes a reassignment of some elementary school students from Central Elementary to Edgewater Elementary. In Area C, SR3 adjustments are made to the boundary impacting some elementary school students from Folger McKenzie Elementary School to Severna Park Elementary School. Additionally, adjustments are made to the boundaries impacting the reassignment of some elementary school students from Belvedere Elementary to Arnold Elementary. In Area D for SR3, adjustments are made to the boundary impacting some elementary school students from Tracy's Elementary to Deal, and from Deal Elementary to Shadyside Elementary. When we review the movement chart in the superintendent's recommendation, the following current student count changes are noted in Area A. At Two Rivers, 84 students are moved to Piney Orchard and no new students are gained. As previously noted, this move will support room for a planned future development currently under review by the County Office of Planning and Zoning. Unofficial enrollments for Two Rivers Elementary School this year show school utilization at 100%. At Piney Orchard, 119 students are gained, 35 from Four Seasons Elementary School, 84 from Two Rivers Elementary. In addition, 75 students are moved from Piney Orchard to Manorview. A net gain of 44 students is achieved for a utilization of 91%. At Seven Oaks Elementary, 63 students are gained from Odenton Elementary. At Manorview Elementary, 84 students are gained from Piney Orchard Elementary. At Odenton, 28 students are moved from Watchapel Elementary to Odenton Elementary, and 9 students are moved from Manorview Elementary, and 63 are moved to Seven Oaks Elementary. A net loss of 44 is achieved to get to 94%. At Watchapel, 28 students are moved to Odenton, and no additional seats are gained to get the school below 100%. At Four Seasons, 35 students are moved to Piney Orchard, and no additional students are gained to get the school to 97%. In Area B, SR3 moves Glen Isle and Hamilton neighborhoods from Davidsonville Elementary to Central Elementary. For Central Elementary School, 27 students are gained from Davidsonville Elementary, and 37 students are moved from Central Elementary to Edgewater Elementary in the hatched purple area. This result is a net loss of 10 students to Central Elementary. In Severna Park and Broadneck clusters, Arnold Elementary School gains 88 students from Belvedere to alleviate overcrowding, bringing Belvedere below 100% to 88%. Severna Park Elementary School gains 54 students from Folger Mackenzie, which reduces Folger Mackenzie's utilization to 91%. As a reminder, the unofficial utilization for Folger Mackenzie this year is approximately 101%. In the southern cluster, Area D, Deal Elementary School has a net change of 29 additional students, gaining 57 students from Tracy's Elementary School and moving 28 students to Shadyside Elementary. Tracy's has a net reduction of 54 students to balance utilization from 101% to 89%. Of those moves, 3 students are moved from Lothian to Tracy's, and 57 students are moved from Tracy's to Deal. For middle school boundary adjustments, the notable difference between current boundary and SR3 is an articulation pattern of Nantucket Elementary School, or Area A on the map. To alleviate overcrowding at the Crofton Middle School, a split articulation is proposed for a portion of Nantucket highlighted in the hatched green or yellow area on the screen. Students north of Nantucket's building that access Rydell Road would move from Nantucket Elementary School to Arundel Middle School following their 5th grade year. Also, there is a boundary adjustment for a portion of Arundel Middle School students to attend MacArthur Middle School. In Area B, the portion of Edgewater north of the South River would continue to attend Central Middle School in SR3. In Area C, Jones Elementary School would continue to attend Severna Park Middle School under this recommendation. In SR3, 103 students would move to Arundel Middle School from Crofton Middle School, and 81 students would move from Arundel Middle School to MacArthur Middle School. Utilization would be 97% for Arundel Middle School, 93% for Crofton Middle School, and approximately 64% for MacArthur Middle School. At the high school level, the SR3 recommendation maintains the articulation pattern introduced at the middle school level for areas A, B, and C, and maintains Apex Arts Magnet program at Annapolis High School. Unofficial enrollment data reported at the October 15th Board of Education meeting indicates Annapolis High School is approximately 96% utilization this year. In SR3 Area B, Annapolis High School, Severn Run High School, and South River High School boundaries remain unchanged. Next, we'll review the notable areas of change contained in Board Recommendation Number 3. For BR3, it should be noted that the utilization percent located in the BR3 column are representative of the school year 24-25 students and not reflective of development growth numbers or the unofficial enrollments shared at the October 15th meeting. In Area A, boundaries are modified for Two Rivers, Piney Orchard, Seven Oaks, and Manor View Elementary Schools such that the northern portion of Piney Orchard Elementary School proposed to be rezoned in SR 1, 2, and 3 would stay at Piney Orchard Elementary School, Arundel Middle School, and Arundel High School instead of changing to Manor View Elementary School, MacArthur Middle School, and Meade High School. And the western portion of Odenton Elementary School proposed to be rezoned in SR 1, 2, and 3 would move to Seven Oaks Elementary School instead of being split between Seven Oaks Elementary School and Manor View Elementary School. Additionally, a slight boundary change is made to the addresses of 442, 444, and 448 on North Patuxent Road in Odenton. As a reminder, the unofficial enrollment for Two Rivers Elementary School on September 30th was 100%, and if boundaries remain unchanged, enrollment will likely exceed 100% when new residential housing units in that area come online. For Area B, BR3 maintains the recommendations in SR 1, 2, and 3 for moving students from Davidsonville Elementary School to Central Elementary School and adjust boundaries for a portion of Central Elementary School students to Edgewater Elementary. However, BR3 introduces a new boundary adjustment rezoning Gingerville, Poplar, and Willenor communities into the Annapolis cluster. Those students would attend Rolling Knolls Elementary, Wiley Bates Middle School, and Annapolis High School. And Area C in BR3 is unchanged from SR 1, 2, and 3. Area D in BR3 maintains Chalk Point and Shady Oaks communities at Deal Elementary School. Finally, in Area E in BR3, a move is made for the neighborhoods south of Carrollton Road, out of the Georgetown East Elementary School catchment into Hillsmere Elementary School catchment area. Also moving the area bounded by Jackson Street out of Eastport Elementary School catchment area into Georgetown East Elementary School area. When we review the movement chart for the board recommendation number 3, the following current student count changes are noted. At Two Rivers, 0 students are moved to Piney Orchard and no new students are gained, remaining at 94% utilization using 2024-2025 enrollment numbers. It's important to note that this utilization number does not factor in future residential growth or the unofficial numbers from October 15th. At Piney Orchard, 35 students are gained and 1 is moved. A net gain of 34 students is achieved for 89%. At Seven Oaks, 72 students are gained from Odenton Elementary, giving it 83% utilization. At Manor View, 0 students are gained. At Odenton, 28 students are moved from Watchapel Elementary to Odenton Elementary and 1 student from Piney Orchard to Odenton Elementary. There are 72 Odenton Elementary School students who are adjusted to Seven Oaks, a net loss of 43 students at Odenton and 94% utilization. At Watchapel Elementary School, 28 students are moved to Odenton and no additional students are gained to get the school below 100% at approximately 97. At Four Seasons, 34 students are moved to Piney Orchard and no additional students are gained to get the school to approximately 97%. Lastly, there are no boundary adjustments made between Crofton Elementary School and Crofton Meadows. In Area B, BR3 recommends moving the Glen Isle and Hambleton neighborhoods from Davidsonville Elementary to Central Elementary. This move reduces Davidson Elementary to 99% utilization. For Central Elementary School, 27 students are gained from Davidsonville and 37 students are moved to Edgewater in the hatched purple area. This results in a net loss of 10 students at Central Elementary and a utilization of approximately 91%. Under BR3, Edgewater Elementary School gains 37 students from Central Elementary School, and notably, BR3 moves 69 students out of Edgewater Elementary in the South River feeder to Rolling Knolls Elementary in the Annapolis feeder. This adjustment reduces the utilization of Edgewater Elementary School to approximately 82% and raises the utilization of Rolling Knolls to approximately 91%. In Area C, the Severna Park and Broadneck clusters, BR3 has the same boundary adjustments as SR1, SR2, and SR3. Arnold Elementary School gains 88 students from Belvedere. This adjustment brings the utilization under 100% at Belvedere. Severna Park Elementary School gains 54 students from Folger-McKenzie. As previously noted, Folger-McKenzie has an unofficial utilization of approximately 101% for school year 25-26. In Area D, in the southern cluster, BR3 maintains the Chalk Point and Shady Oaks communities at Deal Elementary School and brings its utilization up to 79%. Shadyside Elementary School boundaries remain unchanged with utilization of approximately 60. Tracy's boundaries and utilization are the same as those in SR1, 2, and 3, reducing utilization to below 100%. In Area E, BR3 adjustments, the elementary school boundaries for Eastport Elementary School, Georgetown East, and Hillsmere in the Annapolis cluster. Specifically, 11 students in the neighborhoods southeast of Carrollton Road are moved out of Georgetown East catchment into Hillsmere Elementary School catchment area, and adjustments are made to the area bounded by Jackson Street and the current boundary of Georgetown East. 32 students in this area are proposed to be moved from Eastport Elementary School to Georgetown East in BR3. For middle school boundary adjustments, the notable difference between those of SR1, 2, and 3 and those of BR3 is the articulation pattern at Nantucket Elementary School, or Area A on the map. In BR3, there is no boundary adjustments to Crofton Middle School in purple, leaving it untouched with a utilization of approximately 101%. In Area B, BR3 rezones Gingerville, Poplar, and Willenor communities from the Edgewater Elementary School north of the South River cluster into the Annapolis cluster. Students would attend Wiley H. Bates Middle School, not Central Middle School. This adjusts Wiley H. Bates Middle School utilization to 75% and Central Middle School down to 84%. In Area C, Jones Elementary would continue to attend Severna Park Middle School in SR3. In Area A, BR3, Crofton Middle School has 0 students moving, maintaining the utilization at 101%. Additionally, 47 students from Arundel Middle School would move to MacArthur, reducing the utilization at Arundel Middle School to approximately 92%. MacArthur Middle School utilization increases to 62%. In Area B, the boundary adjustment of 44 students in the Gingerville, Poplar, and Willenor communities from Central Middle School to Wiley Bates Middle School in Annapolis cluster reduces the utilization at Central Middle School to 84% and increases Wiley Bates to 75%. For BR3 at the high school level, the recommendation maintains the articulation patterns introduced at the middle school level in areas A, B, and C, while maintaining the Apex Arts program at Annapolis High School. Additionally, it maintains the rezoning of the Gingerville, Poplar, and Willenor communities into the Annapolis cluster for high school at Annapolis High School. Unofficial enrollment data reported at the October 15th Board of Education meeting indicates Annapolis High School is approximately 96% utilized this school year, but the addition of approximately 40 high school students from the Gingerville, Poplar, and Willenor communities will increase the utilization above the current value, and it will get closer to capacity. Notably, there are no adjustments for Crofton High School, maintaining its current overutilization of approximately 111%, while other adjacent high schools are listed below 100% utilization. In BR3, Area B, 42 students are added to Annapolis High School from the South River High School. Annapolis will increase its enrollment by approximately 42 students to achieve a utilization above 100%.
Now we will transition into the impact that the recommendations will have on transportation and legacy students. Our transportation division compared the number of walkers in BR3 and SR3 to the current boundaries, and there was no significant difference between the recommendations. Then they compared the estimated bus riders for the SR3 and BR3 to our current number of bus riders, and again, there was no significant changes. Next, our transportation division compared the SR3 recommendation and BR3 recommendation to our current bus routes. Under these recommendations, there is no increased need for bus transportation within the study area. In SR3, students entering the 12th grade in school year 26-27 may stay at their current high school by registering through the student transfer portal before the school year and providing their own transportation. In BR3, the legacy program extends to both 11th and 12th graders. These students must also register via the transfer portal before the school year 26-27 and provide their own transportation. Notably, 11th graders who register must commit to remain at their current high school through graduation. The limited availability of parking for these students may present challenges to implementation. To get to the anticipated number of legacy students, we first looked at the grade level breakdown on students at the high schools that will be rezoned in Phase 2. Approximately 23% of high school students in Phase 2 are 11th graders, and 24% are 12th graders. We then took this information and used to approximate the number of legacy students from the movement chart numbers. Under SR3 and BR3, the estimated number of students not subject to rezoning in school year 26-27 is 71 for SR3 and 48 for BR3. Under SR3, redistricting is fully implemented at the start of school year 27-28. Under the second year of implementation in BR3, the number of legacy students is reduced to 24 students. It is not until the 28-29 school year that redistricting is fully implemented under BR3. Once again, the impact of the legacy students remaining at their schools under SR3 and BR3 has the greatest impact at Crofton High School. SR3 would be slightly overutilized at 103% in school year 26-27. However, BR3 does not move any students from Crofton High School and keeps the building at or near 111% for the foreseeable future. Annapolis High School, Arundel High School, and South River High School would be under 100% utilization for SR3 and BR3 if all legacy students stay at their currently assigned school. Finally, I would like to review the next steps in the Phase 2 redistricting process. On the screen are the key dates that we've occurred during the redistricting Phase 2 process. Next steps include 2 public hearings. The first will be held on Monday, October 27th, and the second on Monday, November 3rd. The board is scheduled to adopt a redistricting plan on November 19th that will go into effect in August 2026. In December, the legacy portal would open. By January, the legacy portal closes to allow staffing and projections to be completed. Development of the new and updated bus routes would take place between February and July 1st. and the redistricting plan would take effect in August of 2026. More information can be found on our website, www.aacpsredistricting.org. You'll find an updated interactive web tool with all 6 recommendations as well as supporting documents on the Phase 2 redistricting process. This concludes tonight's briefing. Thank you for watching.